My name is Reed Blinn of Newmark Grubb Knight Frank. We're pleased to welcome Harry Griendling, CEO of DoubleStar today. Welcome, Harry.
When we started the company, we didn't have computers and we didn't have cell phones. So obviously the industry has come a long way since then. I remember we bought our first computer in 1999 for our consultants, and our clients were jealous because we were actually ahead of the game. They wanted what we had. Same thing with cell phones. We were early with cell phones and our clients wanted those. So what we see with technology now is that there's so many more tools and so many more options, things like LinkedIn, social media, Facebook, of course, et cetera, and even specialized recruiting tools that you probably haven't heard of. For us, the trick with recruiting is, it doesn't matter about all the tools. What matters is, at some point, a human being has to pick up the phone and make a connection with another human being, and then bring them in and find some chemistry and common ground in order to be able to get together to work, right? And that you can't really delegate to technology. You can delegate the finding to an extent. You can delegate the initial screening to an extent. But the human part, where two people have to get together, you can't. To me, it's just like dating. You can have the greatest dating technology and matching technology in the world, but when two people sit across the dinner table and look in each other's eyes, if there's nothing happening, there's nothing happening. And if there's sort of something happening, but it needs help, you need someone who's skilled to help bring that along. So recruiting is very much analogous to dating in that regard. And the technology helps, but the heart of the thing is two human beings getting together and figuring out if they want to work together or not. And that's the part that will never be automated. One of the things that we're seeing is employers rethinking how they organize work and think about work. So when we started, there was one company, one client that we had in our first, 20 or 30 that actually offered flex time. And it was a big deal, because no one else was doing it. And I think they required their employees to come in 2 or 3 days a week. And they did it only because they had relocated and they didn't want to lose their workforce to the relocation, because the new location was a much more difficult commute than the previous one. Now what we're seeing is that space, real estate, and work style is getting integrated into the conversation about the physical place. So that, the best example in the city that I'm aware of is GSK down at the Navy Yard. They have a beautiful space that is completely flexible. There's very few offices, and there's no assigned workspaces. Everybody's sort of, you come in, you plug in, and you work, and you leave. And there's lockers to leave your materials there that are safe and specific to you. You work at home or you come to the office as needed. Nobody's tracking it. And that's, to me, what the workforce of the future will look like, and it's kind of already here. And it's been here for a while. Actually, Europe has been pretty far ahead of us in kind of organizing this way. And in the inner cities, as space gets more expensive, you'll see employers do it just as a matter of trying to gain efficiency in how they invest in workspace, because if you can get half your workforce to stay at home and be as effective as they are in the office, why carry the overhead?